Limp Bizkit and its lead singer William Frederick Durst, or as he's known as Fred Durst, and Flawless Records have filed a lawsuit against UMG, Universal Music Group. Yeah, the same Universal that is currently right now dealing with Drake, the same Universal that put out Not Like Us and what Drake is suing for. This is crazy. A little bit different though. Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit they're not claiming defamation. According to the lawsuit, as you can see here, the lawsuit is a complaint for rescission, breach of contract, all these other causes of action that I won't go into. But they're also talking about copyright infringement, which is why they filed it in federal court here in Los Angeles, the Central District of California. But the judge made a ruling. This lawsuit was filed back in October, but in March, a couple of days ago, the judge ruled that, let me see here, the judge said that, hey, because I think Universal filed to have it dismissed, I think. I haven't really been following this case, but I just happened to catch it. And it says, nope. The judge says, nope. Limp Bizkit is allowed to move forward with their lawsuit against Universal. Wow. And Limp Bizkit is suing for $200 million in royalties. $200 million. That is crazy. Now, just so you guys can understand, again, everything I'm saying is not construed to be legal advice, but a royalty is something that you get whenever you put out some kind of copywritten work to the public, and it generates income, and then some royalty-based company will go out and get the money from several organizations, performance rights organizations, mechanical rights organizations. I mean, maybe I'll do a video on royalties some other time, but it's pretty intricate. But nonetheless, it's basically you getting paid off of your copywritten work over and over and over. And typically these royalty checks come in once a quarter, and they break down, where it was played, how it was played, and who used the license, everything. So basically, Limp Bizkit is suing here UMG that they owe them $200 million in royalties. That's a lot of money. But the music company, it looked like Universal has responded by, according to the allegations and complaint, that they keep telling Fred Durst that, hey, you're still in the red. We can't pay you because you're still in the red over $43 million. That's why we haven't paid you your $200 million. But Fred Durst says, nah, as you can see here in the lawsuit, he said there's some fraud going on. They are alleging that UMG created and designed some kind of software for royalties where it deliberately designed to conceal artist royalties and kept those profits for themselves. That would be fraud. That's why you see the fraud as one of the claims and one of the allegations in this lawsuit. That's why you're talking about fraud. If that is the case, then yeah, the judge is not going to accept that. However, that's going to, I'm sure when discovery comes out, that's going to have to be proven. Again, these are all allegations, but this is crazy. $200 million, and rescission, as you can see, as a top claim here for rescission. Rescission is when you undo the contract. Apparently, when Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit first signed their deal with UMG, that they had a contract to where they would record for them, and Universal, just like with any other artist, they would put them out, promote them, market them, etc. And now they're asking for rescission. Rescission basically in layman's terms just means to undo the contract whenever there's fraud or a mistake. Whenever you have those things, the court can undo the contract, and they can undo it. Wow, that's gonna be really, really big. So anyway, this is another case here in the crazy world of sports and entertainment law, where a lot of people, man, are really, really hankering down on these record companies. So we'll see what happens. Who knows? Of course, Universal is denying all of this. That's important to note. Again, these complaints and these lawsuits are just that. They're complaints and lawsuits. They're not made true until there's a final ruling, or maybe even sometimes a settlement. So we'll see. See how this lawsuit goes, though. But anyway, it's your brother, Attorney Jeff.